Bonjour! My name is Estrella Milliet. I'm a first-generation American, both of my parents coming straight from Paris. I was a born performer, my father a man of stage shows, teaching me how to dance and sing, even though I couldn't hold a note if my life depended on it. Things got a little difficult for me when I went from having a boyish body to gracious curves. But as anybody goes through their time as a teenager, my emotions start to spiral out of control. And so out of control I couldn't handle them. I couldn't control them. One moment I'd smash things and scream at my parents, and the next thing I knew I was sitting on my bed crying all night. I felt like my emotions were artificially heightened to a completely unbearable rate. And then, all of a sudden, it stopped. And I didn't feel anything at all. Not any lick of emotion. But I knew this wasn't normal. And I knew I would soon have to return to normal. After a month of living this way, it all came back. Severely. Deeply. Shockingly. I almost lost control of myself. I kept going back from extreme to extreme, from anger to sadness, and I didn't know what to do. When I was in my mid-teens, my mother passed away, and I knew I had to get my emotions under control. These extremes, the right and the left, the anger and the sadness. If I didn't get it under wraps soon, I would probably cease to be. With great practice and diligence, I learned to control my emotions, be able to turn it off and on at will. As I was learning to control myself, my father was starting to lose his own mind. He resorted to drinking every single night after my mother passed away. And soon his health was degrading. And all this control I had fought so hard to receive was about to break. Until the Count came to my door. And upon talking to the Count, who questioned me with a deep seriousness in his eyes, he realized that yes, there was more to me than meets the eye, and perhaps me controlling my emotions could be used to my benefit and not just my detriment. And of course, I joined Uncle Theo's Cirque du Freak. Joining the circus was the best decision I ever made. Being able to control my emotions, I could do the most death-defying stunts, which quickly rose me to stardom. Tight ropes, trapeze, at crazy, death-defying heights. But who needed fear when you could just turn it off? Not all of the circus was magical, though. There were some of us with no power at all. And some began to catch on to my emotional unstableness. For if one of my assistants dropped my shoes, I might tear them to pieces with my words, and then the next moment be crying deeply inside my personal tent. Because I quickly learned that every time I shut off my emotions, they would turn back on, tenfold. But behind those closed doors, I began an affair with the Count, one of the head ringmasters of the circus. The Count had brought me there, and I felt a certain type of connection for him. Yet, people were oddly shocked that the Snow Queen could have emotion enough to keep it in a relationship. The night where the others occurred finally dawned that perhaps the Cirque needed to move on from its neutral ties with the other groups of the Arcane. Because the circus was known for providing help for any group that could pay the price, whether right or left, good or bad. But the time may have come for us to pick a side in our battles. And so, the war begins. I'm a circus freak today. So today I'm here to talk to you guys about Armistice Arcane. It's taking place in New Orleans on January 5th through the 7th, and it's in Blockbuster Larp, so when you buy your ticket, everything's all included, so your room, your food, and you guys, this is really cool. So it's basically like a really awesome Victorian mashup with magic, monsters, and carnival freaks. So, I'm playing Estrella Milliette, so I am one of the starring members of the Circus. And I can basically turn into a sociopath at will, so it's, you know, chill. But I'm really excited. This is kind of a test look to see how I was going to do my makeup. I think I'm probably not going to wear my top hat and this and a cheesy tiara. I'm kind of going for a more Marie Antoinette, Rococo, Circus, Ice Queen kind of look. My costume's still currently being put together and my wig is being made, so I'm really excited. If you guys are thinking about going to Armistice Arcane, definitely do it. The guys that produce it, Peculiar Crossroads Productions, sorry, it's a little bit of a tongue tie there. You know, they work really hard on each individual character. They work with you to see what you want to play, and they'll be more than happy to fit you in the group that you want to be in. You know, I have a ton of friends going, but we're all in separate groups, so we're really excited to see how we're gonna hate each other. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be super great. So, I'm part of Uncle Theo's Cirque du Freak. So we're actually a pretty neutral group. We don't lean on either side of the war banner being like, magic for all, or no magic at all. You know, we're just kind of like, we'll magic or not magic for whoever pays us more. I guess. So, I hope you enjoyed my little blurb at the beginning in character. I'm not used to really doing that on camera, so it's like, it's still a little awkward. Definitely need to check out the website at armisticearcane.com. It has everything listed, and you can apply to get the tickets and talk to somebody, and it's gonna be really, really cool, guys. You're definitely gonna have a ton of cool LARPers there, like Morgan O'Brien, LARP Girl, LARP House, me, I guess. They're all going. We're all going, so you should come hang out. And even if you don't, I promise I'm gonna document my whole way, prepping just like I did for Fairweather Manor. So even if you can't go, you can still come on the journey with me. I'm kind of thinking of like secondary props because my kind of magic is not necessarily outward magic, it's inward magic. So I kind of have to, like, everything that I do emotionally is going to have to be really exaggerated, but like I kind of want to do something with this thing, or like fire magic prop thing. I think that could be really cool. It's only like 2 months away. better get prepping. And honestly, guys, if you're thinking about going, do it. It's gonna be an amazing, amazing game. It's a blockbuster in the US, man. They're not in Europe. You don't have to fly to Poland. It's gonna be sweet. Well, if you go, I hope to see you there. If not, get ready. It's gonna be a wild ride. I cannot do a French accent for hot garbage, okay? I can only do British, apparently, and I'm really sorry. Sorry.